Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a lot to get to, but I wanted to show you something that I've been working on first because I finally have all the pieces here and it's ready to go live. It's going to be a little launch of its own. What that is a whole set for children. Now I have not done too much children's items. I've done some rosary pouches and I can't remember what else, maybe Valentine's Day exchange cards, that sort of thing. But in terms of having specific collections for children, I have not done that before. So this is going to be, these are all sort of icons of Bible stories. I have showed in the last vlog how I'm going to make a mass bag with these designs for kids to bring to mass or to Sunday school. And we're going to press one of those in just a minute, but there is also going to be this fabric, which is going to go for rosary and also just pencil pouches if kids want to bring these to school or just use them around the house. Kids want to just use these around the house to store stuff in. That's great. And then there is also a matching blanket. This will be for, there's 3 different sizes. We have a small size like for a baby's crib, a medium size for just sort of hanging out on the couch, and then there's always a large size, which is basically like for like a queen bed or so, or you know, just if you want an extra little blanket on the end of the bed for children. It works good for kids' beds. It's really good for their size bed, but it has the same icons. It's printed onto this material. And yeah, they're very soft. These are very good blankets. My blankets are always really good sellers. The back of them is sort of this white fleece, but it's super soft, and these are very warm for being not that thick. They're very, very warm. My kids love them personally. They have all kinds of my like sample blankets on their beds, so they love them. And then the last thing is going to be a t-shirt with the designs on them. I know, maybe this is a little hard to see, but let me put it this way. It just has basically the same print that the tote bags will have, which is just 16 of the different story icons right there on. This is like a sand colored shirt, and that will be available for youth sizes like extra small to extra large. So for little kids, if they want to wear it to church functions, or if they want to wear it to school, you know, on days that maybe they're not wearing uniforms if they're in Catholic school, or just maybe a regular school, I don't know. But, you know, anyway, it's good to have sort of these Bible icons so kids can learn the Bible. And then also when they read their Bible, they associate, oh yeah, I know that story, you know, and I like having things that help the children learn about the faith. I actually have another big children's project coming up that I'm still working on, and that is creating a children's book. And right now it looks like it's going to be a soft book, but in the future, maybe I'll make it into sort of a hard book. It's for little children. It's about Bible stories as well. Not that same style with icons. It's a whole different thing, but it will be a story on the Bible. So I'm working on that. And as soon as I get that going, I will start to show you that, because I'm going to have to sew it. I'm not outsourcing it. This is going to be something I'm going to do in-house. So it's going to be quite the task to make books. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime though, here, I ordered sublimation prints for my mugs from a different company. And I'm going to try right now to sublimate my mug and see if it comes out better. If this print is any darker and sharper than the ones I have been using previously. I'm already sort of hopeful, because if you look at this, this is pretty good. Like, this looks dark and the colors are deep and you see a lot of detail in it. Look at what I was using prior. This is very light comparatively. So like here you can see the two. Let me put them together. If you can see, like, the top is the new one, the bottom is the old one. So this is very, very light compared to the new one. So I've got a lot of faith in this. So I went with someone else, sort of more somebody just printing them on their own, I think. So I'm gonna set up a mug right now and see if this is going to come out a little bit better. And then I also am going to press one of the children's bags to see how that comes out, because I want to release this children's launch, this line here this week. One interesting thing while this machine heats up is this print, I just noticed, is way too big for the mug. And it makes no sense because I actually sent this person the same size as my prior, but these ones are gigantic and it hangs over. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. I just want to see if the print color is going to come out better, and then I'll work out the sizing issues after that. But you know how that goes. There's always something fun and new and interesting to work with when you're doing a business. So I'll have to figure out why that sizing was so off. And if this comes out really well, I'll continue to order from this person once I get that together. But right now the machine is heating up. I don't know if you can see it has the red light, and I have the windows open because boy, is this thing so stinky. I can't explain to you. It just stinks. But I'm determined to get this done, so we're gonna try it again. I think this is what, round 3 of trying the mug, so let's hope and see if this one works. This machine is ready though, so I'm going to put the mug in. Okay, and I got it running, so we'll give it, I don't know how long, 10 minutes or so it takes it to, not even that, to do this. You can see the blinking light on the top there. And in just a few minutes, we'll check it and hope that this color is a lot stronger than the previous ones. Okay, and we are ready. So I'm gonna take it out and turn the machine off. And so I am gonna peel this while it's hot and see how we did on color this time. Now some of it is blood over the top a little bit, but other than that, I'm not too worried about that. I just want to see the actual color. And that looks pretty darn good, if I have to say so myself. Obviously they're smudging and it wasn't the right size, but the color is fantastic, and the color in the flowers, which I've been looking for, are much better. Here's the one that we just did, nice and deeply saturated, and here is the one I did prior. Obviously the sizing is a bit different, but you can tell it's not quite as deep of a color in the flowers as the new one, and just everything is more saturated in the new one. I still do like how the text on this one came out black. I feel like the text on this one did come out more of like that greenish black, but other than that, I'm very impressed with the detail in this one. So I think I'm going to get these resized to the correct size and then try them again. Okay, so moving on, I have turned on the heat press. I'm going to set it to the correct time and temperature, and I'm going to try to press one of the children's mask bags. And for the bags I'm using, these are HTVRONT's own bags. I got them off Amazon. They are 15 by 16, pretty standard tote size. They're a lot thinner. They're canvas, but they're a lot thinner than the previous ones I showed last week. I think if these work, I may actually just go with these for all of my canvas bags because I was having such a hard time getting the heat transfer to stick to the other bags. I think they were just too thick. So we're gonna try the child sublimation, the mask bag. And then if this works really well, I'm going to probably put the Life is Worth Living on these bags too. Now I'm going to do this a little bit differently than they recommend for these tote bags. They have a instruction sheet that comes with the bags, and it says for heat transfer to do 320 to 335 for 10 to 15 seconds. I think I'm just going to try 340 for 20 seconds, which is what I had it prior for the other bags, and see if that works. And also recommend you give it a pre-press to get any moisture or wrinkles out. And I'm also going to lint roll it really quickly to get, just go in there, to get all of the little lint stickies off of it. So let's put that in. So it says just to give it 10-15 seconds. just to get the wrinkles and moisture out of it, and don't iron it directly. So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna work now on getting the transfer on there correctly. Okay, so in terms of the bag, I just want to make sure that it's evenly put on here. I think the width of this is 15, so that's the same size as the bag. And then we're going to put our transfer and see if that's straight. Okay, so to me that looks pretty even, pretty straight. I'm going to put a piece of butcher paper over the top of it. And we'll hope for the best. 20 seconds. Okay, so it just finished, and I'm just going to pull it out and let it cool here for about 30 seconds or so. It says to let it cool. So I'll give it 30 seconds or a minute before I peel it off. Okay, I've let it cool here for a few minutes. It's pretty cool to the touch, so moment of truth. This is much better than the other bags. Nothing's coming up. Wow, yeah. So I would say that looks pretty darn good. Those are very crisp colors going on there too. And nothing is peeling away. It's very soft too. I like the feel of this. It doesn't feel like vinyl, like plastic. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to make these and offer them in the store here coming up pretty soon. And then I think I'm going to use this bag for my other bags too, because it's canvas, but it's lighter weight, but it's still heavy enough, and it has very nice thick straps. So I think it'll still be a good tote bag. But the other ones I think were just way too thick. I think they were just too bulky, and for some reason they did not want to stick to them. So I think I'm going to go with this one for everything. Well, I think I'm going to end the vlog there today. Thank you for coming along and watching. I'm going to spend the rest of today, I'm going to press some more of these tote bags, and I'm also going to make a bunch of these rosary pouches and pencil purses, and then I'm going to launch this whole set. I'm excited. I don't have a set like this, a whole big thing to launch, so I'm pretty excited. Although I will tell you, taking pictures and doing the listings is probably the least fun thing for me. I don't know if any other business owners feel that way, but I have a very hard time writing listings. It's very difficult. I get writer's block. So that's what I'm going to spend the rest of today doing. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.